New Xbox controller will take on PS5 DualSense with new features. Microsoft's Xbox controller is set to undergo a significant transformation to rival the PlayStation 5's DualSense. Leaked documents again reveal a plethora of new features and enhancements for the upcoming Xbox controller, codenamed Sebile, which is slated for release next year. Now, my biggest criticism when I got my S series and Knight had pretty much the same, the controller was nothing special.
That was like a toy.
We got, yeah, it wasn't anything special, and it didn't it didn't do anything. It didn't bring anything new to the market apart from having a share button, which the PS4 had a share button way back at the thingy, and they could have put that in on the Xbox One because they had the share function there, and it would have been nice with the controller refresh, but nothing really new. Fucking battery packs, guys. Dump the battery packs. I hate that. Have that so you can charge the controller up on its own. Um, so
I use my.
again,
Sorry, I'm just going to say I use my Xbox controller wired. I just plug the cable in because I'm sick of running out of batteries.
So I buy extra high capacity Duracell batteries. They last like I think they get about 16 hours out of them,
Okay.
but they're not cheap though. So
No.
like 2,800 milliamp hour ones. A pair of them seem to last me a good while. Um, the problem is I'm starting to run out of them because they're starting to die. So again, comes from this leak that they did for the court documents. So they called it Sebile, which design is reminiscent of the classic Merlin Xbox joypad. Merlin Xbox joypad. Any screenshots of that? I don't think I have. No, I haven't. That's annoying. I should have put that in there. So yeah, joypad. Its final designs is a placeholder. So they've done the grippy thing, which Sony did with the PS4 controller.
But haven't you got that
Um,
on the?
you do
Is it
have
the
it on the current Xbox, and you do get it on the PS5 and the PS4 controller. But it seems
what's
they've kind of, if you look here, they've kind of put a whole thing along the bottom.
what's the
So,
what's the Pro? What's it called? The Xbox Pro pad. There's like a
oh
Pro.
my God, no, that's the one with the bloody switches under the bottom that costs like £300.
Yeah, what's that one called? Is it called Xbox Pro pad?
It's called Xbox Massively Expensive Pad. That's what it's called. It's called. Why would I do? Why would I buy that? I could buy a fucking Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, it's massive.
Um,
Yeah, you
unless
can
you're
pull
unless you
all
are
the
a yeah, you can put the buttons down the bottom and you can
yeah.
have them like a macroed and whatnot. Which is if you're if you're a pro gamer, it makes sense. But
Mm.
for normies, for the guy who picks up the Xbox controller at 8 o'clock on a Thursday evening to have a couple of hours of gaming, it's not worth it.
No.
Um, but it's like kind of it's got a load of features on here. So it's got rechargeable and swappable batteries, recycled material, less resin, repair and disassemblement should be easily for their sustainability. Durable and reliable. The new module thumbsticks. That's one thing I do like about the Xbox controller. I think the thumbsticks are quite good.
Yeah.
The thumbsticks feel like they're going to last. Out of all the thumbsticks on any controller, that's the one thing that they had on the one Xbox controller and the Series X and S one. The thumbsticks are good. Um, Modular thumbsticks, so it looks like you can replace the thumbsticks. And then it's kind of lift to wake up, so it looks like if you put it down, it stops being used. Pick it
Okay.
up, bump. It uses the direct cloud feature. So when we had Stadia, remember Stadia? Stadia's only cool thing that they did was that they had it so the controller went directly to the internet to reduce latency. Yeah, so instead of going through your console and then through your console to the internet, it just went straight to the internet. And it looks like they're doing the same there with the thing. Considering Stadia's stopped, I imagine they probably bought that pattern off of them to use for their controller for the next 20 years. Which means there was a benefit to Stadia in the long run. It's got haptic feedback, sensors, accelerometers, quiet buttons, and thumbsticks. yeah, it's the customization on the timeline.
Well, it's saying
May
it's got
20. Yeah, gone.
Xbox Wireless 2 and Bluetooth
Mm.
5.2. So wireless and Bluetooth
So the
combined.
wireless is so it can connect directly to the cloud.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not. I don't think the wireless is for the console. I think the Bluetooth is for the console, and the
Yeah.
wireless is for the internet.
Yeah.
So it needs to have
That
a
would
wireless
make sense.
transmitter on it.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think the Stadia controllers had something similar on there. Um, but yeah, it's. I agree with they need a refresh on the controller. Um,
Yes,
their controller's nothing special to write home about.
but just skimming over all those features, do any of those features make me go, "Oh, I need that pad"? No.
Uh, these are like I describe these ones like the cloud gaming one because every so often I do use the cloud games. So I look and I find something that looks interesting, but I can't be bothered to download it. You give the option to play it on cloud. I'll play it on cloud to see how I get on with it. Played one where I had this weird bouncing ball thing that I took from planet to planet to planet. It was good for a couple of hours, but I didn't really want to waste my time downloading it, installing it, taking up hard drive space, maybe uninstalling something else. So cloud gaming was a much better option for that.
Yeah. If I had
Um,
to pick two features that I like the look of, it's basically the rechargeable and swappable battery,
yeah,
and I like the idea of the repair and disassembly.
yeah.
That sounds interesting. But everything
That
else, yeah,
I
whatever.
remember the good old days when you could fix a controller yourself.
Yeah.
But those kind of gone. Everything kind of has this built-in obsolescence, which isn't very good. Um, but the gaming landscape continues to evolve, and Microsoft's Sebile controller underscores their commitment to innovation and enhancing the gaming experience, or just trying to play catch up with Sony and Nintendo in regards to this. As the release date approaches, gamers worldwide will be eagerly anticipating the opportunity to get their hands on the revamped Xbox controller and explore the myriad of new features. If it comes in red and blue, I might get one because I like getting controllers in red and blue, both PlayStation and Xbox, but I don't need one at the moment. But I like the idea of that improvement. They especially the battery one, the
That's a good
wireless one for
improvement.
the wireless thing for the cloud gaming. It was also a good thing. That would be quite good for say if you're playing on like a tablet or phone, and
Mm,
that's sending it through rather than it having to reroute through your phone. That might reduce latency and make things a bit more playable. You
maybe.
can't play things like Twitch shooters over cloud, but you can play the more single player games. So Call of Duty you can't play. Spending all that money on buying Activision, you can't get Call of Duty to play on cloud. That is sorry. But hey, it's interesting. So
Yeah.
yeah. So there are more leak stuff there. I just picked the ones out that I thought were interesting. As long as I covered the Nintendo buyout, which wasn't, I didn't find a direct story on because it was just literally the sneakily buying up Nintendo shares through third parties and then acquiring those third parties. So
It's a it's a
Nintendo will
good
be aware of that now.
it's a good way to keep current, isn't it, with these accidental leaks?
Well, no, this. So
Yeah. Yeah.
this is. I don't think that. I think this is an. I do think this is an accidental leak. You don't want Nintendo knowing that you're secretly buying up their shares in the background. Is the first thing. You don't
This
want PlayStation to know that you're planning on releasing a console in 2028. They probably know already,
depends
but
if
you
you
don't want them to have it confirmed.
it depends if it's a deliberate leak to put somebody off the scent of what you're actually
Mm.
really going to be doing.
So
Come on,
it doesn't.
Microsoft. Look how big Microsoft are. Look what they've run. Windows. They've got the security there. Accidental leaks. I don't buy it. I
Mm.
don't buy it. No. I want to know who's getting in trouble for these leaks.
As to whoever's in the legal department, because it came from the legal department.
Name that person. Name and shame that
Oh,
person.
we don't want to name that poor bastard. They're probably a temp. Probably it was like kind of
Pushed it all on
Marjorie.
somebody on a YTS scheme.
Yeah, Poor bastard on the fucking. It's just doing a bit of temp work there, trying to pay the bills. Can you just make sure these documents get through to the court? Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Okay,
And
cool.
while you're there, go and ask for a long wait.